south side of Philadelphia. Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Bradford now to throw on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford. And finding Cohen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a cutback right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Jerick McKinnon, 54 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for him?
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Yeah, this Vikings D, they really flustered Brock Osweiler in Week 5, Charles.
And they're doing it because they have talent at every level on defense. Defensive front, Linval Joseph, you can't move him in the middle. You go to linebacker spot, Eric Kendricks and Anthony Barr are holding things down. Then you get back into the secondary. Xavier Rhodes, Trey Waynes, of course Harrison Smith, all of them playing so effectively and so cohesively.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Huff. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Let's go! Good!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And quarterbacking this Vikings offense, Sam Bradford, against the Texans, 22 of 30, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns in Week 5.
Remember, when they traded for him right before the season, a lot of people saw him as a stopgap with the injury to Teddy Bridgewater. But guess what? There are actually whispers about him being the MVP in the league right now. And if he keeps playing like this, those whispers will become shouts.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now a play fake here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Leonis McKelvin. These Eagles, they started 3-0. A little bit of surprise. Everyone saying, wow, look at Carson Wentz. Then the loss to Detroit. What do you make of this team 5 weeks in?
It's not a mirage. This is a really good team, and they played pretty darn well at Detroit. You have to remember, that Detroit game, Detroit was 1-3. And desperation can really increase your play. And that's what Philadelphia ran into. The rookie quarterback gets all the attention in Carson Wentz, but they have weapons everywhere. And when he connects with Jordan Matthews, look out.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Leopard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
They do go for it. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Captain Mutterlin, the one who made the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wentz going to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Gun. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brian Robinson makes the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, it's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Left, 58, ready,
They run once more with McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Bradford again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get it down to the third. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Bradford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Fourth down, Bradford. That's caught by Treadwell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A second down throw for Bradford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the I. First and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second down throw for Bradford. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I've never seen so much bullshit in my life. He throws a pick straight to my motherfucking man, and he drops it right in his hand. Then, on first fucking down, first and inches, he just stripped and fumbled the ball. Get the fuck out of here, man.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to
pushing his ball over the end zone. Get the fuck out of here.
Second down following the incompletion. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Here we go now.
Wentz now on 1st down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Trying to go back to Matthews there, and that brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Second down, Bradford. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jarek McKinnon there.
Get the fuck out of here. I see the ball coming in. I'm only trying on his back.
Really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go now.
On third down, Bradford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Bradford on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Well, we have a second after the incompletion. Tom Brady came back, and in a big way this last week, didn't he?
I know he's 39. But he played like he was 29, maybe even younger than that. And I had a chance to talk with him last year about his training and what he does. He really believes in his regimen, and he also thinks he's going to play well into his 40s.
It looked like he could. 400 yards. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Wentz works over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initials.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's McKinnon, and an alley to run. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Green 39. Black 58 rail.
Here again is McKinnon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got to go.
Looking for Green. Back up, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And out now come the Vikings. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
McKinnon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
They run it with McKinnon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz now to throw. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Sproles. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll take this one down to him. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Second down, 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.
I don't know what type of bullshit my man on, but 4th and 1, he stopped him like 2 yards behind it. That's crazy. And then some of the shit, I don't know, he throwing interceptions straight to my men and they dropping the ball. Like, come on. I can understand it, but I ain't saying it. Watch this. Watch this play. It's a comeback pattern. Is this the one? Come on, get the fuck out of here. As soon as he came out his break, look. And he throws it straight to Rose. Let's see another interception. Some of these Jones were suspect. Oh, this play right here. Look. Come on, man. Stop the bullshit, Madden. It's crazy. Play action fake in the middle. Boom. Picked up his blitz. Wide open. Look. He's wide open going down the sideline. Let's watch this. I'm pushing run after the catch. Let's see what happens. I'm pushing run after the catch. You see this bullshit? I've never seen. I don't know where they get off saying Bradford has a quick release. Bradford doesn't have a quick release. He's short any short passing and an immediate passing. And Ertz can't. You look at this. Come on, man. Ertz gonna get stopped on the 1 yard line by a fucking 182-pound dude to stop Ertz. I didn't see it all with that one. I didn't like the way that game felt from the beginning. Now all of a sudden, I don't know. They left tackle, look, not taking that away from 67. But I can't get. fuck is going on? White tech? Man, I'm out of this joint. I know they undefeated, but they giving these motherfuckers too much credit, man. I'll be back in a little while, man. I gotta make some runs.